you're going to learn how to tame the beast.
In other words, fix your discipline and your temptations. If you got vices, drop them. We're going to tell you more on how to do that right now.
Yeah, so going all throughout our life, we've been programmed, and without knowing, and what happened was we picked up a lot of bad habits. The thing is, these bad habits, they don't serve us. They make us confused. We do a bunch of stuff we really don't want to do, but the subconscious programming will have certain ways about us.
And the problem is, they don't teach you about that. They don't teach you about vices. They don't teach you about discipline. They actually rather you give in to all your temptations, because why? It's easier to control a person like that. But when a person has self-control, when a person has discipline, a person like that cannot be easily manipulated. So that's why us, being how we are, this is what we practice on a daily basis. We practice what we teach, and this is what we're trying to share with you guys. It's very important.
Yep. The whole idea is knowing thyself and having that self-control. You gotta have some control, because you end up manipulating your own self, because you know, without awareness of knowing what's going on, what happened to you back there, growing up in societal things and the TV, television programming that's being broadcasted. Majority of it comes from there, propaganda. So what we're doing is we're being aware of our desires and our temptations. We're building our discipline, because when we don't have discipline, we give into our desires and our temptations all the time. So one way to call this is your beast. It's your lower self, your flesh. That's what you would call the beast. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the society and world that we live in, unfortunately, in this beautiful city, for instance, and in the world, they would love for us to follow and to give into the flesh and the beastly desires, which, you know, it keeps you in a certain bracket. There's a certain level, a certain frequency band that you'll exist in.
Exactly.
And you know, we're teaching you and we're showing you, reminding you, there's actually a lot more in life.
Exactly. And I'd like to piggyback off of that, because, you know, giving into the beast is giving into your lower self, your lower vibrations. It's easy to give into the flesh. You know, we are flesh, yes, but that's not who we truly are. They say we are spiritual beings experiencing a human experience, not human beings experiencing a spiritual experience, but in fact we are God experiencing a human experience. When you understand what that is, you will understand how much power you have. Like they say, with great power comes great responsibility. That may sound cliche, but that is a fact. And now to piggyback again off what my brother said, taming the beast is important, because why? We are all here, we all have goals, we all have aspirations, we all have temptations. And without proper control of self, without proper discipline, we will be living in our lower selves. With every choice you make, with every decision, you have a choice at your higher self or a choice to make as your lower self. And based off that decision that you make, you will be feeding the beast, or you will be feeding your higher spirit self.
What you could call your God self.
But you can call your God self.
You're being,
exactly.
You're existing in your highest form. They talk about your highest version of yourself. So what you're achieving here by taming and doing a conscious work, you're basically achieving your God mind, your God body. And when you reach there, everything flows the way it's supposed to. You're in a state of manifestation, abundance. Whatever you need, you'll get it. And the thing is that you have to destroy your old self. Everything that does not serve you must serve a higher purpose, and then everything you need comes your way.
Exactly.
This is literally the rules of the universe. It's literally, manifestation. But, you know, if you look at quantum mechanics and quantum physics, it supports all these laws. There's many different laws and stuff that could back it up, such as the law of, law, what's it called? Cause and effect, polarity, reciprocation, law of reciprocation. That's what I was looking for. So you reciprocate what's put out. You get what you give. So things that we do actually in terms of taming the beast, you know, we destroy desire. So right now we practice what's called semen retention, which is a very deep, strong topic. We'll get into a lot further later. But the whole idea is that's the sexual desire is probably the strongest desire that we have as human beings.
Definitely is.
And it's experienced first through the flesh. It's actually a very spiritual experience. You create life through it. You understand? So one of those is the biggest thing that we do is we had to cut that out and lock into what we're here to do, our goals, entrepreneurial aspirations. The next thing is we're upping our discipline through physical exercise and workout and better, cleaner eating habits. Takes discipline, right?
Exactly. And I just want to add to that too. You know, discipline is so important because, again, we all have aspirations. We all have dreams. We all have things, desires that we want to accomplish, you know, and there's distractions and temptations all around us. The successful people out here, none of them could have accomplished what they accomplished without discipline.
Right.
Discipline gets things done, whether you are in the mood to do it or not. And like I always say, motivation is cool, but motivation is not every day, not all the time. You're gonna feel that motivated feeling to want to run and go. But discipline will make sure you get it done in any state of mind, no matter how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that goes back into what we were saying in other videos as far as serving a higher purpose, serving things beyond yourself, living selflessly instead of selfishly. And we understand that we have a purpose that goes far beyond ourselves. It goes far beyond anything in our immediate circle. It's a purpose for humanity. So us not giving in to our temptations is bringing us closer to accomplishing the true goals, which is serving, teaching, and moving humanity forward in the most positive way possible. Because in the world right now, how dark it is, you know what I'm saying, you need a bright light such as ourselves. And what we want to do is show the example to you guys that it is possible. You know what I mean? It is possible to go through the dark and come out as the light. You know what I'm saying? And things can be dark at times, but you come through on the other side, and you can see how beautiful life is. But you will never see that if you do not fight the temptations, if you do not have the discipline.
If you can't control your desires.
If you can't control your desires, you will continue to live in the flesh. Living in the flesh, again,
it's limited.
It's limited. It's your lowest self.
Yeah, it's really simple.
You're living like an animal.
Yeah. You're living as the beast, as we're trying to let you guys know. We all know this stuff, you know, but it's about time we all make sense of it. One thing he said, you can manifest things, but you won't keep it. You won't have any longevity if you don't have discipline. Discipline's the key. Like we've done many things, you know, we learned through the process. And without genuine discipline, love for yourself, and higher level goals to help and do humanitarian duties for the world, things won't last, you know. There will not be genuine happiness.
And it's temporary
successes. People make a lot of money, but they're not happy. And it's because they're missing something from the inside. And these are the type of things we're talking about. They're going out, having loads of sex, spending money, trying to fill a void that they're doing lots of drugs. Yep. And they can't ever reach it because they don't have that discipline. They have the temptations. They can't say no to desires. And those are not the answers. We've been there, done that.
Exactly. And by not giving into that, you're learning again. You're learning how to conquer the things that money cannot buy. You're learning to conquer the deeper things in life. You know what I mean? And us, we always push those things because the things that money can buy are very shallow, very superficial. But when you conquer the things that money cannot buy, you now are graduating to higher levels, not just in this life, but in the spirit realm, in the astral realm, for later generations of life. You know what I'm saying? And for your longevity, because what people don't understand is the things you accomplish and overstand, and you better yourself spiritually, and you conquer these vices, you conquer these temptations, you are also graduating and maturing in the spirit. And this goes far deeper than just this life. For those that believe in reincarnation or not, it's okay if you don't believe in it. It's not to be believed in or not. It's the fact whether you want to believe it or not. Okay, guys? But we will come back here over and over. The more it will take for you to get things right, or you can get it right now, achieve nirvana, achieve Christ consciousness, and it's through this discipline, it's through teaching, it's through expanding, getting to the highest versions of yourself and excelling, where now you have conquered this realm, and now it's time to move on to other things. But you cannot do so if you continue to live in your lowest self, you continue to live in the flesh, and it's too easy to do that. Why cop out to the easiest things? Why not challenge yourself to be a better you? And this is what we push, this is what we strive for, right, my brother?
Yes, sir. It's about keeping it real, yo. Life is full of tests. And they say the highest vibration is authenticity. In order to reach it, if you're not there yet, which it takes lots of levels, you know what I'm saying, that you have to graduate through. But one of the things you have to do is you have to be brutally honest with yourself, do a self-inventory in all your bad habits. Who am I exactly? What can I change? What should I change? Maybe you have to speak to somebody that will give you genuine constructive criticism. I thank the Creator for having a twin. He can see under my nose. I cannot. So he lets me see certain things. I'll keep it 100,000% real with myself, but then there's certain things that I cannot see. So when he gives me that constructive criticism, I'm able to take it, be honest with myself, make those adjustments, you know, and I could raise up my vibrations. You know what I'm saying?
I myself too. It's a blessing.
We must help. Yes, it's a blessing. We must help each other to rise up, right, family? That's one of the biggest points.
We help each other just as we're trying to help you guys. You know, not all of us have a compatibility partner or someone to keep us in check. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother just said, it's a blessing that we have that. But now you guys have us. You know what I'm saying? So as much as we keep things in check, now we're helping you guys keep things in order and in check. You know what I'm saying? And
y'all help us too.
Most definitely. You guys definitely help us. And, you know, that's why the community is so important. That's why, you know, the people who listen and actually tune in and it resonates with you, these are the people that these messages are for. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody, and that's fine. You know, not everybody is here to walk this path. You know what I'm saying? That's why we always say the chosen ones, it's a specific thing for specific people. But if these messages, know thyself. But if these messages resonate with you, definitely make the adjustments, step up your discipline. Don't give in to temptation, because if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything, and you'll be living in your lower self for the flesh.
Yeah, we're here to step our game up, family. That's why we're here. It's time. The time is now, right?
Definitely. Time is now. There's no better time, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So remember that, guys. That's it for now. We're going to leave you guys here. If you guys got value from this, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow for more value. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace out. Bye. One love. One love.
One love.